imagine you've painted this lovely study that you're really happy with, and just like we did here, we need to put a background in, but I'd kind of like to imply that there's some flowers behind. So using the same brushes, so my pyramid brush, the golden leaf brush, the Deerfoot stippler, just the same brushes. I always tend to use these for this sort of work. I'm going to just dampen the background. So I'm going to put some roses, I think some buds behind this. I want it to look like this is the foreground rose and there's some just behind. So I'm going to use the same colours as we used before. I'm just going to slot a flower in here as if it's behind, and maybe another one here. We don't want them all in a row. I'm going to put a little of this gorgeous wild rose in because I just want to brighten that up a little bit. Okay, and I like the way that's running. That's good. I like this too. This has worked out really nicely. Had I just wet it with a brush, you wouldn't get such a nice technique. It just wouldn't be so good. So I'm just going to bring some colour in between, and we'll start to bring some more leaves in, I think. So imagine we've got some leaves. So we'll have maybe something here. So I'm literally imagining where this is going to go, behind here perhaps. A little bit darker. So let's put some midnight green in. Just so it's a little bit of a darker colour. And literally, it is a waiting game. We just have to watch what happens. I do like this. And this might end up being more of a half-open flower. I like this. This has worked out nice. But I'm going to start to put some leaves, I think, behind here. We don't want flowers here. We're just going to have this as our background in this part of the painting. So, into our green. And I think I'm going to just put a leaf here. Take that back behind and imagine there's another one here. So we're positioning them behind, so just imagining where these leaves would be. There might be another one directly behind here, and we might have a little sprig of leaves here. Something like that. And that has completely changed our study. We've now got out of focus flowers in the background and in focus in the foreground, and we can still use the same sort of techniques to create some light. So we can say, okay, let's just get some little bits of detail on this to imply that there's more going on behind. But I like that. That's really nice. It's in keeping with what we've got. So we now need to think, do we need any more? Oh, it's tempting, but it's also, although it's tempting to put more in at this stage, you can wet it when this is dry and add even more. So I'm quite happy with that. So we've put a background in when the painting was completely dry. Yes, have a go. It's so easy.